Woo! 2 days in a row with a video. Your boy is back on the grind. Yesterday we did the best player at every spot in the batting order, which of course leaves out the pitchers, and we can't forget about the pitchers. Pitchers are people too. So today we're gonna focus on the pitchers, and just like how we did the spots in the batting order yesterday, today we're gonna do the spots in the pitching rotation. So we're gonna go 1 through 5 based off MLB.com's rankings. Now, of course, if there is an injury, I'm gonna put them right where they belong. So like if an ace is hurt, clearly he's their number 1, and that moves everyone down 1. But we're also gonna cover the bullpen, so I'm gonna do 1 long reliever, so a guy who kind of goes multiple innings, a 7th inning guy, a setup man, so the man who pitches in the 8th, and of course the 9th inning man, otherwise known as the closer. As always with these videos, they're based on my opinion, so I would love to know what you have to say about them down in the comment section below. Do you agree with my picks? Do you disagree with my picks? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Drop a like on it. That's the best way to show your support on the channel, as well as subscribe if you're new and you enjoy the content. If you love baseball, this is the place to be. Make sure to click that sub button, join the team. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GiraffeNeckMark, links in the description. I'm gonna be going to 2 Mets games this week, tomorrow and on Thursday, so if you want to follow me around there, see where I'm going to be in the stadium, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to buy any tickets to go to sports games or any type of event that has tickets, make sure to head on over to SeatGeek, use the code Giraffe, save yourself $20 off your first purchase. So let's get it started off with the starting rotation. We're going to get it going with the ace, the best pitcher in the staff, and it's going to have to be the best pitcher in baseball. Now, as much as I want to put Jacob deGrom there because, of course, you know, Mets fan, we got to go with Mad Max Scherzer. He is the best pitcher in baseball. There's nobody else. Scherzer is a beast at pitching. He is without a doubt the best pitcher in baseball. He's taken over the crown from Clayton Kershaw. He's a 3-time Cy Young Award winner. He finished in 2nd place last year, losing out to deGrom. He won it back in 2017, 2016, 2013 with the Tigers. He won it in both leagues. And despite the issues that have put him on the IL at some points this year, he's still having a phenomenal season. Scherzer is 9-5 with a 2.41 ERA through 20 starts this year and a whip under 1 at .990, which go figure is actually kind of high for him considering what he's done the last couple years, because he hasn't had a whip above 9.6 since 2015. He strikes out batters at one of the best rates in the league for starting pitchers. He had 300 strikeouts last year, and if it wasn't due to injuries, he'd probably do it again this year because his K/9 is up at 12.7. He's walking less batters at 1.7. He's actually giving up less home runs than he has in the past, go figure this year especially, and only 7.2 hits per 9. Scherzer is truly a special pitcher in the game. It's a shame that he is hurt because when he's on that mound, he gives the Nationals the best chance to win a game every single time he steps out on the field. He's just that good. He's a beast. For the best pitcher in the number 2 spot in the rotation, we're going to go back out to LA. It's not Clayton Kershaw. He's still technically their ace, but there's another left-handed pitcher that slots at number 2, and that's Hyun-Jin Ryu. Ryu right now is the favorite to win the Cy Young in the National League. He's having a fantastic season, and he had a really good 2018 as well, even a good 2017. The reason you might not know much about him is just because he has been injured a lot in his career, so he's never really put together a full season, but this year in 2019, he's finally been healthy, and he's pitching at an extremely high level. In 23 starts this year, Hyun-Jin Ryu is 12-3 with a 1.64 ERA, which is the best in the National League, and I believe best in baseball, and a whip at .944, again, best in the National League. Now, unlike Scherzer and a lot of the best pitchers in baseball right now, Ryu is not a pitcher who strikes out a ton of batters. He pitches to contact. He's more of a finesse pitcher, trying to get batters out by hitting ground balls or fly balls instead of striking them out and blowing stuff by them. So he's not striking out 300 batters a year, but he still gets the job done extremely effective. He was an all-star this year. I mean, he's got an ERA at the deGrom level of last year, 1.64, whip under 1. He's a stud. He's a beast. Definitely the best number 2 in baseball. For the best pitcher in the 3rd spot in the rotation, we're heading back out to Houston, and on pretty much any other team, this guy's going to be an ace, but in Houston, they're so good. He's their number 3. That's Zack Greinke. Recently acquired from the Arizona Diamondbacks in what was easily the biggest move of the trade deadline in 2019, Zack Greinke is a beast, and you put him as your 3rd pitcher in a rotation. Oh my goodness, how does anybody beat this team? Greinke's no stranger to being one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's been doing it since 2004 when he came up with the Royals. He was great with Milwaukee. He was great with the Dodgers. He was great with Arizona, and he's continuing to pitch well for Houston. Since coming to Houston in his 3 starts, he's actually gotten better. He's 3-0 with a 2.37 ERA and a whip at 1.263. For the entire year, his stats look like this: 13-4 record in 26 starts with a 2.84 ERA and a whip under 1 at .982. His strikeout per 9 is 8.1, walks per 9 at 1.5, home runs 0.9, and hits at 7.3. I wouldn't necessarily call Zack Greinke a finesse pitcher. I mean, he's not throwing 99 miles an hour like some of these other younger players, but he gets the strikeouts when he needs them. He's got nasty off-speed, nasty breaking pitches. Greinke's truly a beast, and without a doubt the best number 3 in all of baseball. For the player coming in at the number 4 spot, I was actually surprised to find out that he's that low in their rotation, but then again, I forget how young he is because he really is so good. That's Mike Soroka. Now, Soroka didn't come up with the Braves until the middle part of April, but boy did they make the right decision to call him up because he has been fantastic this year. Now, he did make appearances back in 2018 and actually pitched pretty well to a 3.5 ERA, but 2019 is truly his rookie season where he already made the All-Star team, and he has one of the lowest ERAs in baseball. Through 22 starts, Soroka is 10-2 with a 2.41 ERA and a whip at 1.099. He kind of comes from the Greg Maddux type of pitching where he's not going to blow anything by you. He's not a huge strikeout pitcher, but he's going to get you to just drill ground balls into the ground and get easy outs that way. 7.2 strikeouts per 9, 2.2 walks, 0.5 home runs per 9, which is the best in the National League, and 7.7 hits per 9. At only 22 years of age, when I have watched this guy pitch, I've been extremely impressed. He pitches like a veteran in Major League Baseball. If you're a Braves fan, you should be extremely excited about the future with Mike Soroka. He is extremely talented, and he's going to be there for quite some time. And then for number 5, it was a bit of a tougher decision. There was a lot of different players you could have gone with, but the one that I felt like was the best pick was going to be Cole Hamels of the Cubs. Since coming to Chicago, Hamels has turned his career around. With Texas, it was a little bit on the ropes. Didn't really pitch well in that ballpark. Every time you got him on the road, though, he's pitched well. And then once he made the move to Chicago, he's been a really solid pitcher for them, one of the more consistent guys in their rotation. Last year in the 12 starts he made for Chicago, he had an ERA at 2.36, a whip at 1.1, a huge part of that playoff push. And in 2019, while his numbers aren't as good as they were in 18, he's still having a very nice year, especially as a number 5 in the rotation. Through 20 starts, he has a 6-4 record with a 3.69 ERA, nice, a whip at 1.322. He's striking out 8.8 batters per 9 innings, walking 3.2, just under 1 home run per 9, and his hits per 9 are at 8.7. He's no longer this ace like he was once in Philadelphia, but you throw him in at number 5, that means you have an extremely deep rotation, which the Cubs, to the most part, they do have a pretty good rotation, but the ability to have Hamels at the back end of that rotation, maybe even be a guy used in the bullpen in the playoffs, is extremely valuable, and in my personal opinion, it makes him the best number 5 in baseball. Now we move on to the relievers, and let's get it started off with the long relievers, not a position that necessarily is around as much anymore, but there's one in particular who's had a really nice season, and that's going to be Julio Urias of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now the unfortunate thing is that Julio Urias was suspended 20 games for violating the league's joint domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy, but it's strictly as a baseball player, he's been really good for the Dodgers out of the bullpen this year. He tends to be a guy the Dodgers go to if they need 2 or 3 innings, kind of like I said, that long reliever in between guy. He can pick up the slack if a starter can't go too far, or he could be an opener and just get it to the bullpen quicker. So far in 2019, he's made 27 appearances, 6 starts, to a 4-3 record with a 2.53 ERA and a whip at 1.094, 8.9 strikeouts per 9, 3.1 walks per 9, which is actually down, but still a little bit high. You want to see it get a little lower, 0.8 home runs per 9, and only 6.8 hits per 9. Their bullpen can be a little sketchy here and there, but Urias has been nice and solid for them. He's definitely been stable, definitely been consistent, and I think he's got to be your choice for the best long guy in baseball. Now to get to the meat of the bullpen, we go to the 7th inning guy, the dude who sets up the setup man. And there's one in particular I think we need to talk about. We head out to the Bronx. That's going to be Adam Ottavino. Ottavino has been fantastic for the New York Yankees, building off an extremely good 2018 with the Rockies. And let me tell you, if you can pitch well in Colorado and you can pitch well in that bandbox that is Yankee Stadium, you've clearly got something working for you. Didn't think it was possible to have a better 2018 for Ottavino, but he's done it in 2019. In 58 appearances, 54 innings pitched, Ottavino has a 5-4 record with a 1.67 ERA and a whip at 1.296. He does have some walk issues, 5.3 per 9, but when you watch this guy pitch, he has some of the nastiest stuff in baseball, which is why he has 12.5 strikeouts per 9. That slider is devastating, absolutely nasty. When he has an ERA at 1.67, when he pitches in Yankee Stadium as well, you know something's working there. He's pitching extremely effectively. He's a beast. He's nasty. Best guy in 7th inning in baseball. Now for the 8th inning, I was torn. There's 2 guys out in the American League West it was down to. It was between Liam Hendriks and Ryan Pressly. The reason I'm going to go ahead and choose Ryan Pressly of the Astros over Liam Hendriks is because it appears that Hendriks has taken over the closer role, so I'm not considering him an 8th inning man anymore, especially when his numbers are so similar between the 8th and the 9th. Whereas Ryan Pressly has clearly been the setup man in Houston all year long. The Astros acquired him from the Twins last year in what was an extremely under-the-radar move, and he was disgusting in the 26 appearances he made in 2018 for Houston. An ERA under 1, a whip at 0.6, I mean, these are numbers that aren't heard of. And he's continued to be really dominant in 2019. An ERA of 2.55 in 50 appearances this year, 49 1/3 innings, a whip under 1 at 0.93, 11.5 strikeouts per 9, 6.4 hits per 9, 1.1 home run, and 2 walks, made him an all-star in 2019. Pressly's a beast. I think the Twins wish they probably had him still. Definitely the best setup man in baseball. And then last but not least, we have the closer position. There's a lot of different guys I could have chose. It was pretty much between Chapman and Kirby Yates, and I decided to go with Kirby Yates because the last 2 seasons, he's been disgusting, really under the radar. Again, probably because he plays for the Padres and they're not a great team. But last year in 2018, Yates casually had an ERA at 2.14, a whip under 1 at 0.92, striking out a ton of batters, not giving up hits, and he's pitching even better in 2019, which I honestly didn't expect. In 50 appearances thus far, he has 36 saves on the year in 51 innings, a 1.24 ERA, a whip at .863. He's striking out more batters than he ever has, 14.5 per 9 innings, walking less batters, only 1.6 per 9, only 1 home run this year through 51 innings, crazy stuff. Kirby Yates is filthy. You put those last 2 years together, there's not many closers that compare. Chapman was the closest, and even then, Yates has been better. So those are the pitchers that I feel like are the best in each of their spots in the rotation. I would love to know what you guys think about it down in the comment section below. Was there someone I left off? Do you agree? Do you disagree with my choices? Let me know down in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. That's the best way to support the channel. It really does help me out. As well as if you are new here, you like what you saw, you like baseball, you need to click that sub button, join the team as we climb our way higher and higher in the sub count. Remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at GiraffeNeckMark. Links in the description. I'm going to the Mets games the next few days. If you want to meet me there, if you want to go ahead and see what I'm doing at the games, that's the best way to follow me. And of course, if you want to buy any tickets to a game, make sure to head on over to SeatGeek. Use the code Giraffe. Save yourself $20 off your first purchase. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're getting back on the grind. I told you we're getting videos out again for you finally. Like we always end the video, YouTube recommends you watch this one right here, as well as this is my most recent video. So click through them if you have not yet seen them. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another video. And we also are going to have some vlogs coming at you. So keep an eye out for that. See ya. Bye.